welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. This is Pike Iker's Guide to the Universe, the Star Citizen universe. And we are continuing with our voice attack tutorial here. I think this is probably part 3. We've kind of finished up with our creating our custom command. We're almost done. Now all we have to do is put in our mappings for our mouse movements and bringing up the screens and maybe adding some sound files. So basically, we're going to go into our SC custom profile, which is what I'm using. I'm going to go into my maintenance services file, and we're going to start looking at bringing up some of the screens in Star Citizen. So the first screen that we want to bring up whenever we start up this command is going to be the, we're just going to bring up the Moby Glass, okay, which will take us to the first screen that shows up in the Moby Glass. So let's go ahead and get that started. So that's the first thing we're going to do once we issue this command. So we're just going to go ahead and do a key press. Well, let's do this. Let's make sure we're up here at the top. We'll do a key press. Press key, F1, say OK. All right, and it can come after the setting the token. That's fine. Or it could come above it. I don't think it really matters at this point. This is not part of the flow of the program. This is just things that are going to happen here at the very beginning. So once we hold down the F1 key, that's going to bring up our Moby Glass. So now once we have the Moby Glass up, what we want to do is naturally bring up our maintenance service window. So let's go ahead in the game, and I'm going to go into the game here, and we'll switch over. Let's see here if I can get this to switch. I should be in the game. We're going to press the F1 key to bring up the Moby Glass. All right, so here we are in the Moby Glass, and what we want to do is, of course, is get down here to this little wrench. So first thing we're going to do, now that we've got the Moby Glass up, we're going to switch back to our editing, and we're going to put a pause in here. So once we press F1, sometimes it takes a little while for this Moby Glass to show up, so we're going to pause for like a second before we do anything. So we're going to add a pause in here, and we're going to add a specific pause for 1 second. Okay, that'll give time for the screen to show up. Once the screen shows up, we're going to left click the mouse. Okay, and that's the default, so we're just going to say OK. So that gives us a left click, which activates the mouse on the screen in the Moby Glass. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to mouse, and we're going to move the mouse. And we're going to, in this case, we want to set a position for our mouse to go to. So we're going to click set position, and you're going to get this F8 key up, and it's going to say, OK, well, where do you want me to go to? So we're going to bring up our game screen. We'll come over here, and what we want to do is move our mouse down here over the little wrench, and the F8 key should be, kind of picking that up. So we'll get it right there, and then we're going to press the F8 key to save that. And we'll switch back over to the other screen, and you'll see that it's changed and put those coordinates in there. So 848 by 1055. So we're going to say OK to that. That's the position we want to be in. And once we're in that position, we're going to pause for, I don't know, half a second? 1/10 of a second? Let's do half a second. And then we're going to mouse left click again. Okay, so what we've done basically is repeated these steps. And if I go back to the game screen, we've pretty much just come down here, moved the mouse over here, and left click. So now we should be on our vehicle maintenance screen. Now once we get to the vehicle maintenance screen, we're not going to do anything until we start getting into the actual, else if statements that we have here. So let's move back over to the editing screen. And pretty much what we want to do is we want to do the same thing. We want to move the mouse to a position, we want to wait, and then we want to left click. So we're just going to come up here, since we've already got that sequence completed over here. We're going to duplicate this, okay, and we're going to move it down here under the repair, okay. So that's going to be step number one. We want to do this, we want to do this, and then we want to do this, but we want to change our coordinates. But we can go ahead and duplicate this and put it under the restock, because it's going to be the same. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to duplicate this, and we're going to put it under the refuel hydrogen, and we're going to duplicate this, and we're going to put it under the refuel quantum. So those are the four that we're going to do. Right, so let's go to repair, and we're going to double click, and we're going to set our position. We're going to go back over into the game, and we're going to move our mouse over the repair option. Okay, and we're just going to hit the F8 key to save that. So we're going to go back over here. We're going to do F8 to save. It saved it. We're going to say OK, and we're going to say OK. So now we have our position set for where we want our mouse to left click when we say repair. Now we're going to do the same thing with restock. Right? We're going to set our position. We're going to go to our game screen. We're going to go to the restock. Put our mouse right around on the restock. I'm going to press the F8 key. Come back over here and say OK. And we're going to save that. All right, now we're going to go to the refuel hydrogen. We're going to set our position. We're going to go back over to our game screen. We're going to come over to hydrogen and move our mouse around where we want it. We're going to press the F8 key to save it. Go back over into our attack. Those are our coordinates. We're going to say OK. We're going to say OK. And now we're going to go to quantum. Double click, set position, come over to the game screen, go to quantum, move the mouse where I want it, press F8, set the position on the attack side, set it. Let's cancel that because it's already set. 1540 by 684 is fine, so we'll say OK. So now we have our 4 buttons located and pressed out. Now, what we need to do is we need to do the cancel. So this would be our exit command. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to come up here. We're going to move our mouse. We're going to do the same exact thing. We're going to duplicate this. We're going to copy it down here into the cancel. Right, and now we're going to go set this up for the cancel button, which is the X on the screen. So we're going to do set position, go back into game, move our mouse over the X, press the F8 key to save our changes or set our coordinates, come over here and say OK, say OK. So that should be our cancel command. And then we have one last one to do, which is the confirm, where if we were doing nothing else, we would confirm. So let's duplicate this, put it down here into nothing else means confirming. Let's go ahead and double click on the coordinates, set position, go back over into the game, move our mouse over the confirm button, press F8 to save it, say OK. And set our position. Oops, we've already done that, so we're going to say OK. So that's our position for the confirm button. That's our position for the cancel button. All right, so we have our repair, our restock, our refuel hydrogen, and our refuel quantum set. So now what we want to do is go, okay, what happens when we do refuel all? Well, we're doing the refuel hydrogen and quantum, right? So those are the two things we're doing. So we can just duplicate this and put it down here under Refuel All. And we can come to Refuel Quantum. We can duplicate it. And we can put it over here under the left mouse click. So the only thing I'm going to change here is I'm going to add another pause. So we'll add a half-second pause, or a tenth of a second pause. So we'll go to these coordinates, we'll pause for a second, we'll left-click the mouse button, we'll pause for a little bit, just a second or so, a tenth of a second, move over to the other button, the Refuel Quantum, wait, and then left-click. Okay, so that would be the Refuel All. So in order to do the full service, we're going to do the Refuel All. So we're just going to copy all of this. So we'll duplicate that. And we'll move that down under the full service. And then we'll come up here and grab the repair. We'll duplicate it. Drag it down under the full service, move it at the top, and then we'll go to the restock, duplicate it, drag it down to the full service. Okay, so we have the full service. We're going to do our mouse clicks. We're going to go ahead and add our pause in here, so we'll do a pause. We'll do a tenth of a second pause here, and we'll left click the mouse. We'll do a tenth of a second pause there. Now between that 0.5 and 0.1, I don't know if there's going to be much difference. I probably should be doing 0.5. So let's edit. Say 0.5, and say OK, and we'll edit this one, and we'll say 0.5, we'll say OK. We'll go ahead and edit this one, we'll say 0.5. I could do all the pauses and mass update everything to 0.5 for our pauses, but I don't remember where we had them also. And we might not need to do them all. So let's edit this one to 0.5. All right. So now what we have is we have full service. So full service is going to select all 4 items, and then it's going to go ahead and confirm without us having to do anything. We don't have to physically or we don't have to confirm anything verbally. So we're going to duplicate this, and we're going to move this up under here. Okay, and we'll add one more pause in between. Let's just go ahead and pause. Half-second pause. Right, so we're clicking on all 4 of the buttons. And it doesn't really matter which order they're in, but I'm going to go ahead and move this up here. Just because of the coordinates, I want it to go left to right, which is fine. It doesn't, like I said, it doesn't really matter, but I'm going to be left to right. So we do the 4 coordinates there, and then we go ahead and click the confirm key. When we are hitting cancel, we don't have to click anything. We're just going to hit the cancel button. If we say nothing else, we're just hitting the confirm button. And when we say yes, right, we're not doing anything. And when we say else, we're not doing anything other than going to the beginning. But we need to go ahead down here. If we don't hear anything, we want to make sure that we cancel anything that's happened, right? So we're going to hit the cancel button. So we're going to go ahead and duplicate this cancel. Duplicate. We're going to move it down here. All right, so that should, oops, we're going to move it, not there, move it down here to the end condition. So that should be all the commands that we need to get this going, I believe. So let's save this. Let's apply it. And let's go back over into the game. And we got kicked off the pad, so let's go ahead and get back on the pad. Is our freelancer available? Yes. Well, actually, well, now that everything's coming out, it's not going to require anything because it's been in storage. Well, we'll go ahead up and we'll see what happens. And what I may do is pause the video, go run some miles, shoot some weapons, then come back and unpause the video. So let me go ahead and do that so you guys don't have to wait for me to get the ship to where it needs supplies. And I'll be right back. Okay, so here we are back in the game. And let's go ahead and check out our command and see how it works. Contact maintenance services.
Welcome to the automated menu for maintenance services. Please say, repair, restock, refuel hydrogen, refuel quantum, refuel all, full service, or cancel to exit the automated menu.
Cancel.
Your order has been cancelled. See you next time.
Contact maintenance services.
Welcome to the automated menu for maintenance services. Please say, repair, restock, refuel hydrogen, refuel quantum, refuel all, full service, or cancel to exit the automated menu.
Repair.
Anything else?
Restock.
Anything else?
Refuel hydrogen.
Anything else?
Refuel quantum.
Anything else?
Cancel.
Your order has been cancelled. See you next time.
Contact Hail maintenance services.
Welcome to the automated menu for maintenance services. Please say, repair, restock, refuel hydrogen, refuel quantum, refuel all, full service, or cancel to exit the automated menu.
Refuel all.
Anything else?
Cancel.
Your order has been cancelled. See you next time.
Contact maintenance services.
Welcome to the automated menu for maintenance services. Please say, repair, restock, refuel hydrogen, refuel quantum, refuel all, full service, or cancel to exit the automated menu.
Restock.
Anything else?
Yes.
I am waiting with bated breath.
Restock.
Anything else?
Full service.
Full service coming right up.
Contact maintenance services.
Welcome to the automated menu for maintenance services. Please say, repair, restock, refuel hydrogen, refuel quantum, refuel all, full service, or cancel to exit the automated menu.
So
I did not understand you. Please try again.
So we saw there where it filled up our hydrogen and it filled up our quantum. So not sure why the game, this would be a game issue, nothing really related to our commands.
I did not hear you say anything. Your order has been cancelled. Goodbye.
So I'm not sure what happened here. I mean, I'm controlling the mouse. So according to this, we had full hydrogen and full quantum given to us. I'm assuming that the repairs have been done also, but we could go ahead and try it again. But I think this is more of a game issue where it's just not functioning properly. Contact maintenance services. Let's turn our listening back on. Contact maintenance services.
Welcome to the automated menu for maintenance services. Please say, repair, restock, refuel hydrogen, refuel quantum, refuel all, full service, or cancel to exit the automated menu.
Cancel.
Your order has been cancelled. See you next time.
Okay, so it looked like it did take, and it was just delayed there. So we went back into quickly because the second time we went in, it looked like all our fuel had been taken care of. So it did appear to be working correctly. So I think that's probably going to be it for this set of videos. The last aspect that we had to talk about. Let's go ahead back to the profile. Was the audio. All right, so if we wanted to replace these audio files that we're saying, we're using the built-in computer to just speak these commands with the text-to-speech. But let's say we wanted to go ahead and replace the text-to-speech with some of the audio files that we have created, or I created, but maybe you've created also if you've created your own audio files. So what we want to do is we want to link them in here. So we wouldn't be saying, I am weighted with bated breath. So we can go ahead and get rid of that. So let's delete that. And then under here, we're going to go to Other. We're going to go to Sounds, and we're going to go to Play a Sound. Now, Play a Sound will play one sound file. So you can go out and pick one sound file. But we've created multiple sound files that we're allowed to pick from. So we're going to say play a random sound. And we're going to do add new. And we're going to go search for our files. Now, again, I created some files here. So I'm looking at when we say yes, what happens? Well, I'm going to pick these 4 yes files and I'm going to say open those. And I'm going to say OK. And I'm going to say OK. So we will play one of those random files if I say yes. Random audio files. So let's go to the other thing we could do is we could do add new. And if you're using the HCS, we could go to Star Citizen. Where are those HCS files? Okay, so we could go to where our HCS files are, and here's like HCS Pack Chase and HCS Pack Legend. So we could go to the Legend directory, and we may be able to find some files here that are built in. So if you've already downloaded the HCS pack, you may be able to find something that you could use for sound files for this kind of a thing. Maybe, I have no idea. Station menus, core, ground net, livery, refuel all, MP3. Let's see what that sounds like. Repair MP3. Restock. Let's just see what these sound like because I've never listened to them. So let's say okay, and let's see what they sound like. So let's run our pack. Contact maintenance services.
Welcome to the automated menu for maintenance services. Please say, repair, restock, refuel hydrogen, refuel quantum, refuel all, full service, or cancel to exit the automated menu.
Yes.
I am waiting with bated breath.
Yes.
I am waiting with bated breath.
And we didn't hit apply, evidently, so
I did not understand you. Please try again.
let's go back over here.
I did not understand you. Please try again.
All right.
I did not understand you. Please try again.
Cancel.
Your order has been cancelled. See you next time.
All right, so let's go here to our command. We've said okay. Let's apply it. All right, now let's try that again. Contact maintenance services.
Welcome to the automated menu for maintenance services. Please say, repair, restock, refuel hydrogen, refuel quantum, refuel all, full service, or cancel to exit the automated menu.
Yes.
Restock.
Yes.
Whenever you're ready.
Yes.
Repair all.
Yes.
Repair all.
Yes.
I'm all ears.
Yes.
What else?
Yes.
Restock all.
So you can see there's some files out there.
I did not understand you. Please
Cancel.
try again.
Cancel.
Your order has been cancelled. See you next time.
All right, so let's turn off listening. So if we go back in here, so that's one of the things you can do. So one of the ways you can explore some of these files relatively easily is with the voice, if you're using voice attack. Let's say we go back here and here to yes. Let's just go ahead and add a other. Let's just do a sound. Let's just play a sound. We'll go look for a sound. And let's see here. That's all the shipyard stuff. Station menu, nothing here. Let's see what this sounds like. Fuel store.
Fuel store.
Okay. So I'm not sure you'd be able to find some files, but you might be able to. Again, it's just going to be, if you want to search through here and try and find some.
Advanced maintenance.
You could, or you could make your own. So I just went ahead and made my own. But there's a lot of files in here that are not used in the game
IF legal facilities.
that you might
IF legal facilities.
want to use in some of your homemade commands that you're going to use just for yourself. I mean, if you have the packs, the sound files are there, you can use them. So there you go. I have, let me go ahead and here and edit this and get rid of, let's see if it'll let me pick, remove, and I'm just going to leave my files in there for now. Okay, and then again, I would just do that for each one of these sections. I could go in and replace. So like for nothing else, for example, I could go ahead and say other sounds, play a random sound. Go add new, go search for my sounds, which is going to be under E, Adobe, Star Citizen, Sound Files, Playkiker, Maintenance. Okay, so we're here and we're doing the confirm, right? So I have those two files that I could use under the confirm. So whenever we say nothing else, we would just be giving a confirmation that the order has been placed and, you know, it would move on. All right, so basically that's how we set this up. And I hope that you learned something from this. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment below. If you have something in particular that I went over that you need a little bit of help on, please comment below. Maybe I can help clarify something if I went over it too fast or anything like that. Now, I'm not going into all the details of voice attack. I mean, as you can tell, it can probably get very complex, much more complex than I'm creating here. As you can probably do all kinds of look at computer settings, you may be able to pull in game settings. There's all kinds of different aspects to it. There's not a lot of tutorials on it though, so you're going to have to learn a lot of this on your own. But we've got the basics down on how to work with, you know, some variables, how to get those variables brought in, how to issue a command and then read that command. So you can kind of build from there. And I may do some more tutorials because I'll probably be messing around some more as far as working on these engine speeds and trying to get some of those things working a little better. And maybe even do some more on this maintenance services, or maybe do some different ones depending on, you know, when I'm playing the game, what I feel like's lacking or something that, you know, I think that would make the game more immersive. So hopefully, again, you learned something from this, and we'll catch you on the next video. And thanks for watching. As always, appreciate y'all, and be good. Happy Halloween, by the way. I did this on Halloween Eve. And luckily the doorbell didn't go off too much. So there you go. All right. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.